All right, this is going to be part 2 to Billionaire says black women are for grown-ups. I was talking about that ambition part because the person who wrote that article, I think it was a black woman, the first article I read in part 1, she was talking about how, be educated and have ambition. Now, like I said, I'm not against education at all. I actually have degrees myself, but I would say it wouldn't hurt to have a background in finance because look, but the ambition part, here's the thing. When a billionaire says that a person is loyal and protect their interests, I don't think they want their partner or the woman that they're with. Say if they're looking for a black woman because they like the loyalty and you protect their interests. Well, if you let me know what you guys think. If you're ambitious in a way to do your own thing, like you're busy with your own job and you're busy all night long making your own money, then you can't really protect his interests because you're so focused on yourself. A person like that, like I said, I'm not an expert, just tell me what you think. Does a person like that, especially a woman, do they need to be in a marriage and do they need to be married to a billionaire? Because why so ambitious if you're with a billionaire? Okay, now I'm not saying don't have no backup. I'm not saying don't have a backup plan in case something go wrong and he want to say he's not going to give me anything. I'm not saying any of that, but if a billionaire is coming for somebody, most of the time they don't really need you to pay for nothing. They probably don't need you to have your own house. If they're wanting somebody to be around to protect their interests and help protect their empire and help build it, maybe they're not going to want somebody who's so independent and so ambitious that they're so busy with their own goals. That kind of woman, to me, see, everybody can't be that kind of woman. That's not a good fit for all people. You have to be made for a lifestyle. Not made, but you have to be, I think you have to be prepared for a life with a billionaire, because when a billionaire says you are loyal and you protect their interests, they want you to concentrate on them. The difference between them and the deaf community is that the men in the deaf community, which was formerly the black community, I call it the deaf community. So the black men in the deaf community, they want black women to concentrate all on them, but the black women don't get anything in return. But with these billionaires, black women put their attention all on them and their empire. They get something out of it. They never have to work. They shop nonstop. They get a card. They spend. Don't even have to look at the cost. Black women get something out of that. But that ambition part, I mean, it could be ambition if your interests are mostly his interests. That's the thing about a person who wants you to protect his interests. Your interests kind of need to be his interests. It's not to, that's just what I got from that, from him saying that. And it's not to say that you don't want your own things, but it looks like from the way he made it sound that black women are loyal and they protect their interests. He wants somebody to protect his empire while he might be gone, and he wants somebody to really protect it. So I don't think it's good for black women to get with these kind of men like that, who are billionaires and they ambitious with 3 jobs and trying to make all this money themselves, because then the billionaire don't need you. I don't think so. If you guys know about who billionaires prefer to date, put that down below, because that ambition part, and I got all my job and my own money and I got a lot of degrees. If you have a degree in finance, I think that's a plus for those kind of men who want you to protect their interests. A degree in finance and business, I think that's a plus for a person who a businessman. But other than that, yeah, just let me know what you think. Yeah, so but I definitely think even that kind of lifestyle, it might seem great, but even with that kind of lifestyle, you do kind of have to let go of some of the things you want if you're going to protect his interests. And so that lifestyle has to be for you as well. And if it's not, then I don't think if a person, I'm gonna be honest with you, if a woman is just that ambitious way, she doing a lot, I mean really, really a lot of things like that, I'm not sure if marriage is the best thing, but especially with the billionaire. Okay. Because they don't need those kind of women. They got everything. When those guys, from what I've heard, because I listen to people, from what I've heard, those guys, they have everything. When they're looking for a woman, they're kind of looking for somebody who's going to be around while they're running, and when they're busy, they need somebody who's going to be around to kind of watch things, not somebody who's running around and trying to make all this money and stuff like that. So yeah, but put your opinion. Tell me what you think. All right, talk to you later.